Alrighty, I have a pretty packed video for you today. So I have a park approved video that I am dropping right now. So yes, you've been hearing the rumors swirling around online about Time Warp. Unfortunately, the email you saw circulating around online was fake. They did take a photo from my Patreon to get the news out there with the red truck, and they were stating that it was being taken apart because PDI Priestley was on site. That photo was actually from January 24th, posted on Patreon. So that was my photo with the red truck and Time Warp from ages ago. The email was fake from Wonderland, but Wonderland has provided me with a statement. So, hi, Brendan. I can confirm Time Warp is being retired and will be removed before the park opens in May. Plans for the area have not yet been announced. So that's all they can say at this current moment. In that statement, they confirmed that it will be removed from the park. So it will be torn apart or taken apart and sent somewhere else before the park opens in May. I expect this will happen in the coming weeks. All right, with that out of the way, let's get to my event before a construction update on AlpenFury and Mindbuster. So we have a new event. For those of you that didn't see our video yesterday, we have a new evening special on May 28th. We have refunded everyone that needed to be refunded for May 28th and offered a ticket to the May 29th event. So with the link down below, pinned as a comment and in the description, we have a new evening special for those that have school or work and or can afford a price of $120. We are now offering 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. LRT. So we've bought out AlpenFury and Leviathan on May 28th from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And the new price is $59.99. That's a great deal. It's going to be a smaller version, a great event. So for that price, you get both Leviathan and AlpenFury for 2 hours. So those tickets have gone on sale. I expect that before the event starts in May that they'll sell out. And our May 29th date is actually almost sold out. There's only 43 spots left. So if you're looking to go to the May 29th date, you're definitely going to want to go to the other link and buy that quickly because there's only 43 spots left, which is crazy. AlpenFury. All right. So some more track pieces have arrived. Outside of that, nothing new. They've put the track pieces together in segments. I do suspect the AlpenFury is going to be topped off near the end of March. I do suspect that there's going to be some sort of topping off event for AlpenFury. I think there's going to be some sort of topping off of AlpenFury at the end of March. Over in the Extreme Skyflyer element, I know I called it. I butchered the name. People were calling me out. I'm sorry. They've added some more supports. They've added some more supports along the way as well. There's still more supports to add for the stalls and the element over the globe of AlpenFury World Expo. They've added a couple more track pieces now as well. So as you can see here, through that final corkscrew, they're now extending it out towards to pass just underneath and then over that pullout from the double inverting top hat. So that's really exciting. Again, this is a very close call. This element interacting with the pullout of the first element, the double inverting top hat, is insane. I'm looking at these support structures and the track for the pullout, and it's just going to be such a close call, such a head chopper. I'm so excited. You'll get a better view of it right here. So if you look at the tops of these supports and then the pullout, that envelope, I'm getting a little nervous. I hope I'm not too tall to ride. I'm kidding. Obviously, again, when you're filming with a drone, as close as we look now because of the drone I have, it is still very far away, and it does distort the image sometimes, as well as the color. So as you can see here, based off of the photos that Wonderland posted, the color is a little distorted compared to what Wonderland posted right up against the park. As you can see here, they've installed some of the tallest supports for that Extreme Skyflyer loop element. Outside of that, there's a few supports missing in that area, but for the most part, they're finished a lot of the supports for AlpenFury. Here is that wall structure, the foundation for a wall for the exit of the double inverting, or the entrance into the double inverting top hat. They are laying down the rebar for the trench that'll enter into the launch that'll then take you out of the mountain. You guys are going to get a really sick shot flying near the hospital, there's a really good angle I can get of the tunnel inside there. Over here in the station area, they are working on the foundation for both the infrastructure and the actual station building and the merch store right there. So a lot of work going on. They're even working on leveling out to build the pathway that'll exit the merch store, I think. Emphasis on I think, not fully sure there. So again, don't always take everything I say as pure fact. These are a lot of assumptions from the drone footage as well. With that being said, not much else in terms of theming in the area yet. Really hope that sprite game gets removed. It's an eyesore in the area, so I'd love to see them change that up. The concrete has cured for that main support structure or that main footing for the double inverting top hat. Here's that shot. So as you can see in there, they have a little bit of scaffolding to walk over that pad they've poured for the launch inside the mountain. So that's really sick. Again, very fast curing concrete. They, as soon as they are done pouring the trench walls that work its way up, I think they'll be able to go in there and install the launch for AlpenFury as well. So that's really sick. Again, I told you they're going to really start progressing on constructing AlpenFury. I am predicting some sort of big completion of either the top hat, double inverting top hat for AlpenFury, or the launch inside the mountain near the end of March would be my prediction. It looks like there's a lot left to do, but there really isn't that much left to do. I've seen this company, and I know that they can like really knock it out of the park when they want to, and there's a reason they're moving at a slower pace for the last week and not rushing, because they're probably on time in terms of scheduling to get this ride open in time. Again, I can confirm this ride should should be open for our event. And again, for those that were asking that question, if not, then the event will get pushed back. Another thing I want to touch on, you do need a season pass or a day ticket to get into our events, by the way. The event ticket does not get you into the park. All right. With that being said, we should start to see some support work going on for I'm just looking at one support column there. Interesting. Anyways, with that being said, we should see work going on with the supports for the double inverting top hat going in very shortly, as well as the launch track heading into the park to be installed as well. I am really looking forward to seeing what they're going to start doing in terms of theming for the area. What's interesting is Rutherford has taken their site office and left the parking lot. So I don't know if another company is going to come in and do that, if it's the same company that did our front gate. But yeah, Mindbuster, here's just a little quick update. Not too much has changed from the last one. It's just starting to look like a proper wooden coaster again with all the cross beams put in. And that, that new vertical style track system that Gravity Group uses. Sorry, I'm like choking on air right now. So yeah, definitely progressing very nicely over there. But not much else to say on Mindbuster. Anyways, thank you so much for watching today's construction update. Hopefully you enjoyed the news on Time Warp. And hopefully I'll get to see you at one of our 2 events. The link will be down below. Have a good one, guys. Bye.